Everything inside this dressing pack is sterile, so you can touch the outside of it because that's the outside, alright? So you open it up on the side and just grab it with the corners. Just to open it all out, okay? Like that. And then your yellow bag inside you can use just to separate everything out inside. You know, everything that's in that tray, you need it in a place where you can get to it. Do you know what I mean? So it's just easy accessible. So just take out your yellow bag and you can put your hand inside it, and then that's sterile, that, so you can just line everything out as you need it. Your gloves at the side, okay? And then there's a little bit of stickiness on there that you can take the yellow bag to the side of the table, or you can hold the bag in with that on your legs or whatever works, alright? So that's your little rubbish bag, okay? And then at this point, you need to drop everything in that you need. So you need your pre-filled syringe. And remember not to touch it, because right now your hands might be clean, you'll have just washed them, but you're not sterile. And everything in there is sterile, so you'll just rip it off and drop it into your sterile field, everything in there, okay? And then you need your bung, that's sterile again. So as long as you don't touch it, you just drop it in, and it doesn't have to be in a specific place, just in there, okay? You won't need more of these, I'm just quite greedy with it, so that's why I'm putting loads of them in, but you'll probably just be alright with what's in there. Reason being is because when you clean it, you're going to clean it with them little alcohol wipes that are in your pack. I'm not, I'm cleaning with this, so that's why I need a bit more, alright?
Right, and then I'll leave, when I've cleaned it, I'll leave it for a few minutes while it dries,
yeah.
and then put plaster on.
Yeah, and that's what I'll do here to show you as well, okay? And then you need your dressing in there as well, which again is sterile inside, so you just open it over your sterile field and let it drop in, so everything's inside there by the end of it, okay? Alright. And then also you'll have got all your little alcohol wipes that you'll have opened up and popped in there. Alright, just whip them in two different places and they tend to drop in. If you do it just on that little slit what they give you, you're like that and you can't get it out. So just be a bit aggressive with them and just go like that and drop them in. Okay?
Yeah.
Right then, so you set up your area, your tray, what you need. And then you don't have to, if you've washed your hands and they're clean, you can take the old dressing down with just your hands. You don't have to get sterile at this point. I just always wear some gloves, but you don't have to. You can just use your hands as long as you've cleaned them, alright?
I've got some gloves anyway. Yeah.
Because at this point, you don't get sterile while you're taking the old dressing down. You get sterile after, okay? Sorry, darling. How's it been feeling?
I said I did something.
You could. You've been in before, that's why I think you've already been. Where do you do Zumba?
Pure gym and the Pure gym.
In there, some talk.
Which one?
Time.
Pure?
Yeah, McCure, yeah.
Oh, Pure?
Yes. St Paul's?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which gym?
No, just at Spa. Yeah. Which Pure gym are you at?
Manton Garden.
You know, when I'm taking this off now, it looks a bit more difficult, but remember when you're going to be taking
It won't have these
it
bandages.
won't have all that padding on it
Yeah.
and stuff, so it's always a bit fiddly first time.
And it says if it takes me half an hour, it takes me half an hour, just take my time.
Yeah, just take your time, don't pull it because it can be sore for the first couple of weeks.
And I'm not allowed to use scissors.
No. Yeah, because there's a risk of cutting the line.
Yeah.
I've cut my arm off.
Idol scissors.
We had a bit of a laugh
So you can hold the line there against the skin as you're pulling away. And if you're struggling to get it, I'll show you in a minute, but if you're struggling to get the plaster off the orange section of the Picc, you can put your hand on it. Like, you see what I mean? 1 second.
Yeah.
Get rid of that a minute. You can like pop your finger like that, you know, so you're like that and pulling away from it instead of...
Is it hurting?
No.
It's not hurting, she just, yeah.
That's making funny faces.
Yeah.
She just don't want to look at it. Alright, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
just so
yeah.
you're not like just ripping it off the top.
Dragging it, yeah.
And then all you need to remember not to do is while you're taking the dressing down and at all times throughout, just make sure you're not putting your hands, no matter if it's sterile or not, directly on that exit site there, okay?
Right.
So that's obviously...
Open wound.
Yeah. You're alright to touch it when you're cleaning it, you know, like with the wipes.
Yeah, they told me to, didn't they? Told me to go round it, just like dab it.
Yeah. Alright, so now this is the point now to get sterile. So you take off your gloves because you said you'll use some like what I do. I'm just going to clean my hands. You're comfortable there? Yeah. Right, so then you've washed your hands now, alright, because I'm guessing you probably don't have that at home. So just
No, we have got
Have you?
clean
Well,
it,
you
yeah.
can use it or you can just wash your hands if you're going to be in the kitchen anyway. And then just get your sterile gloves out of your pack. Alright, and you can just open them out in front of you. Have you got large?
We don't know.
They might be, I'll give you some large just in case they're not alright. Just even medium are quite tight. Right, so then what you do to get your sterile gloves on is they're folded over each one of them there, so that is the inside of the glove, so you're okay to touch that bit there, okay? So you can just lift the little lip up there, pop your hand in. I'd probably lead with your thumb because your thumb bit's there, can you see it?
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be neat for the first one because it's impossible to get it on neat. So just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. That's it. And then now you're sterile. You don't have to put it on neat for now because you can sort it after. This is sterile now, so you can pick the glove up now, okay?
Yeah.
You can pick the glove up and then do the same again with that hand. And then when they're all on, then you can fiddle about with it, okay? You'll get used to it after a bit. First time you might be a bit...
Yeah, panicky.
Alright, then your gloves are on. And then in your pack, you've got a little sterile field now to pop under the arm now, okay? That's it. And just pop that under the arm. Keep your hand, remember to keep your hands sterile, alright?
Yeah.
And then it's time to clean now, okay? I always just use a piece of gauze me just to grab that. Do you mind just going like that a little bit around? Just relax it now, relax it down, that's it, lovely. Right, and then you go from the inside to out, so you don't go in, out and back in again. Alright, so you do what you need to do in the inside and then you make your way out. So the first wipe is one wipe around the exit side and away from the skin and just get rid. Okay?
Right.
And while I'm doing this now, you're just picking up them alcohol wipes. That's the only difference, okay?
Yeah.
And what you need to do is, don't be afraid to lift up the orange secure cap and just go underneath it. You don't have to get all the blood away though, because it's impossible at first. It will eventually come away. Okay?
Will it still bleed? Do you know after? Will it still bleed a little bit every so often?
No, not all the time. It'll stop bleeding at some point. It's just because it's new.
Yeah.
Alright. So I'm just making my way out. So I've done my main cleaning that bit.
It's what, stung?
Did it? Do you know what that'll do? It'll do the dressing.
Plaster.
You're having a different dressing on now. Yeah, it does. It's made your skin, you know, when it gets a bit wet underneath. And
That might be your Zumba.
do you not got the Zumba then?
Yeah, does it look like it?
Right, what I'm going to do, I will send you home with some of these. We've got these little barrier sticks, and I'm going to pop some on there because it does look a bit sore. I just need to get someone to get me one because I'm sterile at the minute. Position, ready to put the strips on. So it needs to be in like a smile. You see underneath there, it's like got a bit of a smile.
Yeah.
Yep. So you get your dressing now, and then in your dressing it says number 1, number 2. So with your number 1, you take off your number 1 bit and just pop your dressing back in your sterile field. Inside this little lip here, you've got 2 strips what you need. So you take one of your strips off, and one of your strip goes here, just to secure that smile, alright?
Yep.
And you might get stuck to it because your hand will be wet from alcohol wipes and they're sticky. Okay. And then your other strip goes over your wings, making sure that you don't put the strip over the exit side. So it doesn't have to be neat in sense, it can go that way, you know, so you're not covering that exit side. So what I'll do is I'll just... Okay. So that just goes over there, so it goes against the skin. Like that. Alright?
Yeah.
And then now, peel off your number 2. That's it. And then your dressing goes on, just making sure to cover up all the side of your Picc line, and it doesn't matter if some of the strips are hanging out underneath because that's possibly going to happen. Okay.
I had a bad week for him. I didn't tell you beforehand. I won't get into it until today. I'm doing well.
Just let it fall on the skin. Doesn't have to be neat because it's got a dressing over the top that we're going to pull away. So you just flatten it down a little bit, and you can see it's all crumpled there.
Yeah.
But that's absolutely fine, and I'll show you why that's fine. Because in a minute, you pull that off. That wire's lined up in the middle of there, okay? And you pull that off like that. And then this bit here is a tiny little lip there, what's not sticky. All you need to do is pull it back like that and just flatten it as you're going up. As you're flattening it, all them little creases disappear. Yep. Okay. And then now you can relax a bit because you've got everything covered. It's all clean and all covered. Okay. So now what you need to do now is change your bung and flush.
Right.
Change your bung and flush. The only difference what I'm doing now is drawing back a little bit of blood because I'm going to be putting treatment down. But you don't need to do that because you're not going to be putting any treatment down.
I make sure there's no air in.
Yeah, so I'll show you that with that in a second.
Are you changing bung now?
Yeah. Yeah. So you get rid of that bung. I always put a bit of gauze around it because that way you're keeping clean, aren't you?
Around that?
Around the bung, you know,
Right.
when you're taking it off.
Yeah.
I'm just giving that a wipe because I covered it in chlorhexidine, so I'm just cleaning it. You alright? Yeah. And then your clean bung can go on to the end of there. So you get your clean bung and just screw off the plastic bit. And that goes on the end there.
That's
And what I do, it is clean and that bung is sterile because it's just come out of that pipe. But what I do, because I'm just putting treatment down it, is I just clean the end of it, and you can do with one of your wipes if you like. Okay. And then you get your pre-filled syringe. And you just pull back a little bit to get the air out, and then just push it up, and then you get a little bubble. And knock your little bubble out if you want, or just keep it there. Alright. And then it's push-pause technique. Okay.
Twist it on.
So you twist it on, and then it's a push-pause technique. I'm going to draw back a little bit of blood, but you won't do that at home. You'll just continue pushing the water in. All right. So one, like that. Push, pause, push, pause, push, pause, push, pause, push, pause, push, pause. Last one. Push and twist off. All right.
Yeah.
And then when you've done that, then you can get a piece of gauze from inside your pack, wrap the gauze around the end of the bung, and then just put some tape over that gauze just to stick it to the skin. You know, so it'll end up how it looked before when you first
Yeah.
come in.
Does it have to
And
be
then
a
that's it.
particular
No, it doesn't have to, as long as it's not pressing into your arm or anything. All right?
Right.
And that's that. That's